Welcome back to Mythic Sky Storytime. I'm Dr. Laura Todd, spiritually oriented psychological astrologer and well-being consultant. In this episode, I once again offer you a guided meditation to work with a phase of the moon. Every Monday at noon Eastern Time, I offer these meditations live and then the next day post them here on Mythic Sky Storytime. I hope you enjoy, and you're always welcome to join live by going to my website, mythicsky.com. So welcome back to Midday Moon Meditations, and we're going to just jump right in. And we'll start by talking a little bit about where the moon currently is in the phase that we're in. And then we'll move into the meditation, and I'll also give a little introduction into what this particular meditation is going to entail. So at the moment, the moon is in Capricorn, and we're in the waxing gibbous phase of the moon. So it's not quite full yet. It'll be full, and there'll actually be a lunar eclipse at the end of the week. But at the moment, we're past the quarter moon, where sort of half of the moon is visible, and we call it quarter moon because it's a quarter of the way through the cycle as opposed to a quarter of the moon being illuminated. So we're past that phase, we're moving into this waxing gibbous. We're just, we're starting to have more of like a sliver of the moon that is not illuminated as we move closer and closer to the full moon that we'll have at the end of the week. And so this last phase of the moon, the last phase prior to the full moon, is really a time of finishing some things up. Because at the full moon, there's this completion, so there's this almost sometimes a rushed energy that you can have during this phase that's sort of calling on us to get all the ducks in a row and details in place before things are completed. And so when we are in this phase of the moon, then we are preparing to have things come to completion. That's just some of the energy we're moving toward really throughout the week. This building of energy, the ever illumination of the moon over these next few days. This evolving of ourselves and evolving of the things that we are working on. So we'll connect with some of that energy throughout this meditation. So as part of the meditation, we're going to connect with some of the chakras like we have in previous weeks. We're going to connect with the heart chakra and the third eye and the crown chakra. So those are 3 of the 7 major chakras in our chakra system. And those chakra is just wheel of light. So there's 7 primary chakras that move up the body, and we'll connect with the heart, which is at the heart, the third eye that's at the forehead chakra, and the crown that's at the very top of your head. And in addition to those more traditional chakras, we're also going to connect with this inner chamber of the heart chakra, this part of the chakra that's sort of behind the heart chakra to some extent, almost like or inside maybe is even a better way of thinking of it. That is a part of us, that's why it's this inner chamber, the part of our heart that is divine, the part of our heart chakra that is already embodying, or not embodying because it's not a being, but is already possessing universal love and compassion, empathy at profound degrees. And the part of us that is already that, as opposed to the heart chakra more broadly, that can reflect heartache and heartbreak and painful experiences. The inner chamber has already reached a point of having compassion and empathy for self and others, and alchemized challenge or heartbreak into pure love and light. And in addition to the inner chamber of the heart chakra, we're also going to connect with the infinite point. So this point that is at the very, that you raise your arm, where your middle finger reaches just straight above you, is the infinite point. So we'll also connect with that point, with that energy center that is our direct tether, our direct connection with the divine. And we'll move into working with those points before we go into the more guided imagery and connecting with this phase of the moon. So before we move into that part of the meditation, I always start with some breath work to just bring us into the present moment. It's the middle of the day on Monday, where people are often have been rushing to get back into the swing of things after the weekend. So you'll want to find somewhere that you can sit comfortably for the next 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we will move into the meditation. So you're welcome to pause the recording if you're listening to this after the fact, or I'll just give you all a moment to get settled. Okay. So with your eyes closed, we're going to just start by connecting with our breath. We're going to do 4 rounds of this breathing exercise where you'll inhale through your nose for the count of 4 and exhale through the mouth for the count of 6. And we'll pause at the top and bottom of each inhale and exhale, and I'll do the counting for you so you don't have to be distracted by that and just be present in the experience. Okay, so inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhaling again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, Now bringing your breath to a natural rhythm. Inhaling and exhaling at a pace that feels comfortable. On your next inhale, bring your attention to this inner chamber of the heart chakra. This is your heart of hearts. It's the very center of the chest, behind the sternum. And part of you that possesses universal love and compassion for yourself and all beings. And as you connect with this center, feel an inner warmth and calm begin to grow. And as that inner calm builds, envision it expanding outward, out from your center of your chest, out across your shoulders and down your arms. Feel that warm, calm energy make its way all the way to your fingertips. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, expand this calm energy down your torso, down your legs, over your knees, all the way to your toes. And expanding it upward, up across the chest and throat and shoulders and head, all the way up to the top of your head. Feel it expand in all directions. And now with this warm, calm energy expanded throughout your whole being, feel it now expand even beyond you, to the very edges of your aura, to your energetic self. And feel yourself encased in a bubble of this warm, expanded energy. From the edge of your aura, all around and throughout your whole being. On your next inhale, imagine there is a string or a tube of light going from the inner chamber of your heart chakra straight up to your crown. feel that center activate your crown chakra. That energy center at the top of your head, often depicted as a halo in Christian religious art. Feel it coming alive, tingling with awakening. And on your next inhale, lengthen that pole or string of light from the heart chakra that's connected to the crown up further still to the infinite point, that point of energy directly above your head. This is a point that connects you with the divine. God, Goddess, Universe, Spirit, whatever your language is for the divine. That point activated is direct tether to that oneness that we all come from. And with that point awakened and alive, envision from that point a cascade of gold light raining around you, creating yet another cocoon or bubble of light around you. And encircled in this light, bring your attention down to the third eye, center of vision and clarity. From there, see yourself standing in a field with the gibbous moon shining high above you. Because it's nearly full, even though it's night, this field is remarkably illuminated. You can feel the warm wind dancing around you as the grasses sway. And with the solid earth of this field beneath your feet, know you are supported. As you repeat the mantra, I am an ever-evolving being who is increasingly aware and connected to my higher self. Feel how those words both ground and expand you simultaneously. I am an ever-evolving being who is increasingly aware and connected to my higher self. I am an ever-evolving being who is increasingly aware and connected to my higher self. We're going to stay here for 5 or 10 minutes, basking in this grounded yet expansive energy. And if you find monkey mind creeping in, you can return to the phrase, I am an ever-evolving being. ready, you can slowly make your way back into the space that you're in. Moving fingers and toes. Maybe moving your head back and forth. Come back into your body and back into the room. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. I hope that was an expansive experience and powerful experience for you. Just a little housekeeping before we go. So, quick reminder that I have my Cosmic Conversations talk on the second Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And you can register and pay for that on my website. And every month I talk about the upcoming astrology, some of the bigger astrological patterns and events that are going to be taking place so for the next one, it'll be in September. And for the next few days, if you book a session with me, I'm having a eclipse season discount for 60-minute sessions. So started on the 12th of August, it'll go through the 28th when we have the lunar eclipse. So if you use coupon code AUG-EC-2026 at checkout, you'll get 20% off 60-minute sessions. So that's going on for the next week-ish as the eclipse discount. So you can reach out if you have any problems with that, but that's all. You can do all of that on my website at mythicsky.com. And you can also find on my website my moon journal, where I have journal prompts for every phase of the moon, so like the waxing gibbous that we have today. And there's no dates in it, so you can start it at any point in the year in terms of the lunar cycle, and there's 13 lunar cycles in the journal, so you can use it for 12 months regardless of when in the calendar year you begin. And I look forward to seeing you all next week, and have a lovely rest of your Monday. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Mythic Sky Storytime. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And to learn more about me or my work, please go to mythicsky.com.